You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
What up, y'all? I'm not gonna leave y'all waiting. What's up, y'all? Last second, I was like, man, let me go ahead and restart this computer. This thing been tripping lately. Let me make sure I'm off to a fresh start. So my bad for being a little bit late. And then I gotta admit, I do have to admit, I did kind of get my Lauryn Hill on because after I restarted my computer, I just got in the mood to listen to some Whitney Houston. And it's just random as fuck. I just wanted to hear that song. You ever have a song playing in your mind like you gotta play that before you get anything going? Like, just randomly, I had that song by Whitney Houston on her first album. With Whitney Houston and Jermaine Jackson. Got me thinking about you. Delivering the night, intoxicate my mind. I'm thinking about you. That's what I wanna do. Oh man, I don't know why I ain't heard that song in years. It just sometimes the songs just be coming to your head, and you be like, man, I want to hear that real quick. And so, like, out of nowhere, I was like, man, I want to hear some Jermaine Jackson and Whitney Houston. And so, like, I had to just bump that song real quick before I came back and went live. My bad. I'm telling y'all right now, like, sometimes you got to get that good singing off. You know what I mean? What's up, Linus Crown? What's up, Nachi? What's up, 225 Girl? Yeah, I just had the song in my head. You know what I mean? I wanted to hear that Whitney Houston real quick. I'm telling y'all right now, y'all think I just be playing when it comes to this music, man. Nah, music is a saving grace. Music will save your soul. You have to understand, before I get into reading, this is a spiritual show today, you know what I mean? I talked to my guy, it's Saturday. Can I get off on my time today? Chat room, you know, I talked some celebrity gossip earlier this week. We talked some other stuff, some interviews. But today I kind of want Saturday, man. I like getting a little bit spiritual, like at least once a week. So let's go there today, okay? You know, music is a spiritual experience, and this is something that I talked about when I was at Top Golf, when I did my keynote speech at Top Golf for their Black History Month celebration. I made sure to bring in the spiritual aspect of music. See, music isn't just a whole bunch of sounds that you listen to bob your head to and argue with other niggas over who's your top 5. That's not what music is about. And yes, I'm in the dark because I'm high as fuck. And it's a reading show. You don't need to be looking at me. But music is a spiritual experience. And this is something that I talked about with Miss Alex Brown when we interviewed the other day. We were talking about how, you know, I got to thank her for giving, you know, I got to thank Miss Alex Brown for giving us all of that spirit in her music. You know, this is when they recorded that song, Stephanie Mills and her, they recorded the song, Learn to Respect the Power of Love. That's a song you need to listen to. I have learned to respect the power of love. Man, love is very powerful. You got to respect the power of it. And that's what music does. Music sets your mind straight. You know, this is Miss Alex Brown with Luther Vandross. Music sets your mind straight. Music delivers your soul. Music taps into that thing that you can't control. So you have to find some music. You have to find some music to tap into. You have to. See, that's what I was listening to. I'm sorry, when I was singing, I'm dyslexic, y'all. When I was singing Thinking About You, that's Kasif, not Jermaine Jackson. Excuse my dyslexia. Jermaine Jackson did that other corny. Jermaine Jackson did the corny song on that song. Was that song? Is that song? No, that's the Teddy Penny. Take good care of my heart. That's what Jermaine Jackson did. Thinking About You was Kasif. My bad. Anyway, music is a chance for you to deliver yourself, and we have to give ourselves that space. We gotta give ourselves that space to where we tap in, you know. And so that's the first thing I want to say, and I'll do that before a card reading session. Anytime I'm reading cards with people, man, I make sure that I'm playing some music. I'm playing music before and after my card readings. I gotta clean my soul. And for my interview with Miss Alex Brown, excuse me, y'all, it's coming a little late because I'm really refining this interview right. It's gonna be over on Patreon because on the interview I'm doing with Miss Alex Brown, I'm playing some of the music that she wrote and sang on. So I can't do that on YouTube. So on YouTube, you guys are going to get highlights. On YouTube, you're going to get a good amount of the interview. You know, I'm going to give you guys a good amount of the interview on YouTube. But for the full interview, you're going to have to get it on Patreon because over there we're playing the music that she wrote and sang on to give the interview a little bit more spice. So that's taking me a little bit longer to edit. So I'll have that up for you guys in the next couple days, okay? But the parts without the music, we'll have over here on YouTube. So that's my announcement. Oh, tomorrow is the start of my 100 years of Black American music history course. I just got a couple of late registrations. I appreciate it. And if you can't sign up by tomorrow, you know, we're still going to take late registrations, you know. But if you go to DewanB.com right now, if you go to DewanB.com and click on courses, if you go to DewanB.com, and my shit moving slow than a motherfucker. Goddamn. That's Miss Alex Brown Elvis. I'm looking for it. My website's moving a little bit slow, but go to DewanB.com/courses and register right now for my 100 years of Black American music history class recorded. All right? Oh, here we go. Click on courses, and right here, make sure you join and register. We're going to talk about all of the music that led to today. All right? Only $50 per class. 8 classes. Comprehensive. You're going to want to join that if you care to get a deep dive into the history of our music. All right. You're right about that, Nachi. Nowadays, artists don't articulate. Whitney Houston or Diana Ross, they articulated and enunciated. Shaka Khan, every single word. But here, let's talk about it. So we about to get into it. What's the card? See, right now, let's start off with the card of the month. And then I'm gonna get into some of y'all questions in the chat room. We're gonna have a Q&A. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it today. Oh shit. Let's start off with the card of the day. Somebody said, Black Man said James Brown, not so much. See, James Brown was different. James Brown did something else that people of today don't do. He gave you feeling. All that, hey, that's feeling. And a feeling is just as good as enunciation. It's all about the intent. James Brown gave you clarity with his intent, with his feeling, with his funk. Diana Ross gave you clarity with her enunciation. Either way it goes, neither are in today's music. You don't hear nobody singing with feeling no more. But let's get into it. Today's hand is an 8 of spades. Hard working. If you're 8 of spades out there, 8 of spades people are hard working, but they're very pessimistic. They have to avoid being pessimistic because they got the Ace of Hearts and Mercury. That means very sensitive speech, being sensitive. You know what I mean? Today, I don't know how you guys' day went today, but today would have been a good day to not cross somebody's line saying something immature because the Ace of Hearts is very sensitive in how it takes things. But at the same time, the Ace of Diamonds and Venus can be very rough with how it treats other people. That's the crazy part about the 8 of Spades. Rough on how it treats other people, sensitive on how it's treated. Yeah. So today, the Saturn cards day, 3 of Clubs. Today's a good day for you guys before you go to bed tonight. Make sure you write down whatever it is that you have your intention. With us having a Saturn card of a 3 of Clubs today, that means today is a great day for you to write down whatever your intentions are, whatever you need to get done, whatever your goals, plans are. Write that down, all right? That'll be a good day today. But now let's go into the card of the month. The card of the month is a Jack of Spades. And January 3rd is a Jack of Spades day. I'm going to put this on my desktop. It's a Jack of Spades day. So let's go into the Jack of Spades. And let's see what we should be looking out for this month. Predictions for the month. Not so much predictions, but what's in the cards for the month of March. Jack of Spades. That means this is a month. And in cardology, you'll get different schools of thought. Some people, like my teacher Aquarius, like she puts it, a Jack of Spades is February, and today, the way I was taught, and the way I would learn it, March starts the clubs month, the Jack of Clubs month. But the way I do it, I like to start the King of Spades month in January. And the way, so, you will get different cardologists that see their different months differently. I see March as a Jack of Spades month. That works better for me. But it's an 8 of Clubs and Mercury for the month. That means stubbornness, and fixation. Be aware of what you're fixated on, people. Don't get fixated on the wrong things this month. Don't get fixated on distractions. Don't get fixated on other things going on that are out of your control. Do get fixated and do be fixated with the things that are within your control. If you have something within your control, something that you know you need to be doing, a goal you need to be setting, well, you already set the goals. A follow through to a goal you've already set. Make sure your intentions are clear and you follow through. This is a strong month for following through with the 8 of clubs and Mercury. 6 of diamonds and Venus for the month. That's telling me right there that you gotta be focused on what you value the most. Okay? You gotta put your value. Sometimes, sometimes in life you put the needs of the group before the needs of yourself. There's a time and place for everything. There's a time to put your needs of the group ahead, and there's a time to put the needs of yourself ahead. 6 of diamonds is a greater goods card, but it's all about putting your needs first. You have to put whatever your needs are, whatever's going to bring you harmony and peace in your own life. You got to focus on you this month, this season, this spring we're in right now. Focus on yourself, like for real. Aries said, how do I control your emotions this month? That's a great question. I'm glad I looked at the chat room and saw that. You control your emotions by controlling yourself. You can't put other people's feelings ahead of yours right now. You can't put other people's needs ahead of yours. You have to, when you feel yourself bubbling up, that's when you separate from people. That's what I mean by taking care of yourself. We all know when we're starting to get heated. You know what I mean? We know when we're starting to get riled up. So as you're starting to get riled up, especially on a month like this, stop it before it even goes there. You know what I mean? Stop it before it even goes there. Because sometimes you can start to like really be so concerned with getting somebody else right, helping somebody else, fixing somebody else, doing things for somebody else. You forget about yourself. This is not a time to forget about yourself. Let me say that again. This is not a time for you to forget about yourself. This is, however, a time for you to put yourself first. I don't know what the fuck that was. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck. Computer? That's what it is. I got a website playing in the background. There it is. Okay. There it is. I had like a little sound playing in the background. There we go. Okay, I'm good. We good. I had to close that page in the background. Sorry for the for the surprise distraction to you guys. All right. Well, anyway, back to what we talking about. You said you're at work. Where you're at work filming? Okay, I'm glad you able to hear this. Like, You can't allow them. This is what I say, Aries. This is my personal thing. And see if it works for you or not. We all have interventions that work for us. Some work for us, some don't. For me, I refuse to give other people space, like my emotions. Like my emotions, how I feel, man, that's for me. Fuck these niggas. I mean, for real. I mean, for real, for real. Fuck these people. And excuse me for the people out there who don't like when I cuss. Excuse me to those who don't like when I cuss. But Aries, and for those of you out there, when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to how you feel, let me say it again. Let me say it again. Fuck these people. Nobody is entitled. Your emotions are yours. Yours and only yours. Don't give these jive motherfuckers shit. What's up, Biz Marty? So back to what we talking about. Because your emotions are precious. Emotions can get us to do great things. Positive and negative. Positive and negative. Use them for your greater good and do not allow somebody outside of you to even to have any touch over your emotions. And I'm not over here preaching like I'm a know-it-all, but I'm gonna give you something else that's helped me in the past. Sometimes you can see, especially for those of you out there, you sometimes know when somebody's trying to test you. Cause like you'll feel it like, oh, and you'll kind of laugh like, hold on. I think this nigga tested me. When you feel somebody testing you, you got to laugh that shit off and be like, this is the last nigga I'm allowed to control my emotions, because my emotions are precious. The last thing I want to do is allow some motherfucker who I don't even like. I'm only here because we work together. I'm only here because we got to get this project done. The last thing I'm going to do is let you have my emotions. Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. To the no. I appreciate the Cash App. What's your birthday, Aries? Real quick. Let me tell you how you can handle it. Give me your birthday real quick in the chat. Give me your birthday in the chat. And I'm going to go to your card and I'm going to tell you how to handle it from your card's point of view, okay? Give me your birthday in the chat room and I'm going to tell you how your card is going to handle it. In the meantime, this month, the Saturn card, I love reading the Saturn card to things. Because Saturn tells you what it really is. 10 of Diamonds. Watch out for attention-seeking people. Ooh, that might be a message for you, Aries. Watch out, beware of attention-seeking people. Beware of attention-seeking people. Beware. Attention-seeking people will ruin your day. Don't let them attention-seeking people get in your way. See, it's a Jack of Clubs and my Jack of Spades month. That means boundaries. Boundaries with attention-seeking people. This is your card, Aries. Jack of Clubs. So how you handle? Oh, see, I see why you're having an issue, Aries. You're down to diamonds and Mercury, so that means you're used to just cutting people off when they get there. Your normal way of handling people is you just cut somebody off. But since you work with them, you can't just cut them off. So what's happening right now is the problem that you're facing is in direct conflict with how you generally solve that problem. So you in a quagmire, you in a situation. So here's how you're gonna get out of that, all right? This is what we're gonna do. Since you can't physically cut them off because you work with them, you have to do whatever ritual you have for yourself to intentionally cut them off emotionally. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna surround them in blue light. You're gonna keep a distance between you. When you picture you and these coworkers, let them talk and whatever information they gotta share with you at work, get that work done. But emotionally, you have to intentionally create a barrier between you and them. Oh, you said you walked out of work meeting and such? Yeah. You generally like to walk away, but right now, this is what's happening. The reason why they're in your life, these people are in your life to teach you how to deal with conflict without walking away. Sometimes and this for everybody, when you're faced with particular conflict, sometimes it's put in that conflict is diametrically opposed to how you generally get down. That's when the universe, that's when God or whatever you call it is calling you to grow into something, into a skill set, into a person that you're not right now. You don't have that skill set yet. But this is the time you learn it. And that's why you face with these people in your life. I remember when I was in my 20s, I used to always, whenever I had issues, instead of facing the issue directly, I would either play the drums or play basketball. All of my teens, 20s, I wouldn't directly face my issues. I would just play basketball all day until I don't think about the issue no more, or play the drums so much to where I don't think about the issue no more. Well, I tore my knee. The band that I played with disbanded, and my work schedule had gotten to the point to where I couldn't play the drums. So the things that I used to use to pacify myself, to distract myself, got taken away from me. And I didn't know what to do. But what that was it was a blessed opportunity for me to learn how to directly confront my issues and my problems. And I had to learn that. I had to have my knee being torn and not being able to play basketball anymore. I had to have a schedule that had me to where I couldn't play the drums the way I used to. Things had to conspire in my life that was really pissing me off. It was fucking my head up for a long time. Like, dude, how do I deal with this stuff? I can't play basketball. I can't play the drums. How do I deal with this shit? It was fucking my head up for a long time. And then when I realized, I gotta face this shit that I'm dealing with. And I'm glad I went through that. Oh, what's up, Mama Zeke? What's up, Netta J? So yeah, that's what we here for. That's what we're here for. So just understand that when you're faced with an issue that's a little bit too much for you at the time, it's just an opportunity to grow into something bigger, better, and greater. And Aries, you have a jack of diamonds in Saturn. If you don't stop playing, yeah, you can laugh it off. That jack of diamonds in Saturn, the jack of diamonds in Saturn, if you allow it, because he is an overthinker also. You're that you on an overthinking tip. The opposite side of that overthinking tip of that jack of diamonds that you in, because that you trying to control too much. It's like you gotta face it and laugh. You got to. You got it. Dealing with that, Aries always want to be right energy. Oh my God. One of my homegirls is Aries. Like, God damn, y'all always got to be right. Laugh that shit off. All right, back into. You can hit the Cash App if you want some specific. If you have a specific question, hit the Cash App. In the meantime, who else got some questions in the chat room? This is an open Q&A. What's your questions in the chat room? I see y'all putting birthdays up there, but y'all got to give me a question. Y'all got to give me a question. You got to give me a question. I got my deck of cards out today. I want to play around. Y'all got to give me a question. What's up, question H? I'm going to shuffle my cards. But in the meantime, we're going to stay here in the month of March. Jack of Spades, month of March. It's a 10 of Hearts in Jupiter. So that means for all you business owners out there, this is a good month to get your marketing plans and marketing strategies together. Business owners, market. 10 of Diamonds in Saturn, 10 of Hearts in Jupiter. 10 of Hearts of Jupiter is emotional connections. Make sure you make emotional connections. Connect to people and speak to people's heart. Address their heart, business owners. 10 of Diamonds is marketing. Put it out there. Put it in people's face. Put it in people's face. Biz Marti said, what's the general financial outlook for the month of March? That's a good question. That's a good question, Biz Marti. Let me shuffle these cards and see what they say. Let's shuffle these cards and see what they say. Biz Marti asks, what is the general financial outlook for March? All right, let's see. Said Stevie Wonder's blind ass. Three of Hearts is what came out. And I don't know what that means as far as the general financial outlook, but I can't tell you what it means for you. It's telling you to... Three of Hearts is all about lining your ducks up. It can mean financial blessings, financial win. It can mean financial blessings, but from a third party, not from your job. What's a good money month for one person could be shitty for the next. That happens all the time. Okay, for 226, what will... Okay, I got a Cash App question for 226. 226. You see, what can we expect on the solar eclipse April 8th? April 8th is I'm up to date. Oh wow, they just sent me a thing saying I'm up to date. Okay. Anyway, back to the question. I hope you're still there, Sophia. What can we expect on the solar eclipse April 8th? The fact that the solar eclipse is happening on April 8th and the solar eclipse, I'm going to answer both of your questions, Mama Zeke. We back, y'all. We back. We back. We back. Let me, okay. We back. Okay. So I'm gonna answer both your questions. All right. The solar eclipse, April 8th. What can we? Let me go ahead. Let me do this. Let me pull a card. It's in Taurus. So solar eclipses in Taurus, that right there already lets me know Taurus deals with stubbornness. Taurus doesn't know how to let things go. When we're dealing with an eclipse is all about changing the energies up. So one thing you can do, Mama Zeke, is change the energy up. We can expect it to be, it's going to be a pretty tough eclipse. Ten of Spades. Ten of Spades deals with a lot of success, but it deals with hard work. It deals with a grind. You can expect things to be a little bit, it's all about, it's going to be, it's what you need to be doing with this solar eclipse is getting your stubbornness. Watch what your stubborn. That word stubborn keeps coming up today for some reason. How can I say this? Be real protective about what you're stubborn about. Don't be stubborn about some bullshit. Be stubborn about your goals. Be stubborn about your wins. Be stubborn about what you want. Be stubborn about your desires. But don't be stubborn about other people. Let other people go. Don't use your stubbornness to stop somebody else. Y'all ever see that where some people be so on something real heavy that you're just doing it to minimize with somebody else? Don't do that. But you also gave me 226, this person's year. 226. Queen of Clubs. For that birthday you gave me at 226, I don't know, you didn't give me a year that they were born, but I can say that for this year for them, Queen of Clubs people, Eight of Hearts is all about opening your heart. And the Queen of Clubs people can sometimes have issues opening up their heart. The Queen of Clubs be thinking that they know it all in their head. They be the ones dictating and setting all the rules. So for the Queen of Clubs person, for that person whose birthday is 226, understand that this could be a fairly rough year for them if they choose to move with their head and not their heart. They gotta open up their heart space, and their Saturn card being a 7 of heart, that tells me they can have sometimes issues opening up challenges opening up their heart. So this is gonna be a year that's gonna contest their emotions. They gotta lean into it and not run away from it. That should be your advice to the person whose birthday is 226. You see that person be under a rock? Are you okay? You gave birth in 1953? Okay. Okay. Let me go here. You said for their birthday in 1953. Let me go into their personal year. Let me go into their personal year to tell you what they need to be doing. 226, 53. I'll tell you one thing, February. I'll tell you one thing they need to be doing. They need to stop playing so many goddamn games. Let's see that they are Pisces. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Day 71. Yearly card. Oh, they're in the Three of Hearts here. That means Three of Hearts year can be very hard. It can be a heartbreaking year. Their environment is a Five of Diamonds. That means they're in for a change this year. They're in for a change this year. They have a bunch of odd number cards. Five of Diamonds, Five of Hearts, two Five of Hearts, Three of Hearts. They're in for a transition year. It's a transition year for this person. So they may be having more issues than they plan on having. So that might be enough for them to leave you alone. We'll see. Jordan Henley asks, what's that question? Is it a great time to reach out to clients and create? Yes, it is, Jordan. This is a marketing month right here. I'm glad I read this shit for myself. Put some This is a great month for marketing, y'all. Whatever it is that you do. Whatever it is that you do. Netta had a question. I saw you said, I saw earlier, what's romance looking like February 15th? I'm scrolling up. February 15th asks, what is romance looking like? Ten of Diamonds, this is a good one. You got to put yourself out there, especially this month. You, whoever asked that question, February 15th, you got to put yourself out there. You got to cast the net, especially this month. You're a Ten of Diamonds, and this month is a Saturn Ten of Diamonds. So this would be a good month for you to get out there and socialize. Be the face. Put your face out there. You said 2/18/1986. 02/18/1986. What's your question, DW? Seven of Diamonds? If you're a Seven of Diamonds and you keep running into the same problem, that's because you keep doing the same thing. Okay? I can tell you that right now. If you're a Seven of Diamonds and you keep running into the same problem, it's because you keep doing the same thing. You got to change it up. You got to change it up. Stop doing the same thing, DW 2/18/86. Seven of Diamonds people can get, see, thing with your card is, you can tend to run up that Two of Hearts and Saturn. You can sort of sometimes innocently loop around into doing the same things over and over and over again. You said June 13th, 1983? June 13th, 1983. You said you're having a career, okay. Four of Diamonds. See, okay, right now, I can tell you right now what you've been in Four of Diamonds. It's what you fixated on. I think right now you're more focusing on what you don't want. You're looking closer at the stress than creating what it is you see. There, you want to change, but you're more focused on where you at and what you don't want, and less focused on looking at what you do want. The power in your card as a Four of Diamonds is the ability to create and manifest into physical, tangible reality what you want. Only thing is you got to be as super clear as a laser. The downside of your card is you can spend a lot of time, and you're a Gemini too, so that means you spend a lot of time waffling. You go back and forth between, where you are and where you want to be. And that can get very discouraging for you. You got the way to minimize the chatter in your mind is to write it down, make it a very clear picture in your mind what your next move is. You already know what your next move is. You know what you want it to be, but you don't think you qualify. So make sure your next move is the move that you write down for yourself and you know clearly what you want and focus on it. And I think for you it'll happen fairly fast. It won't take long. It's just the chatter in your mind right now. And what's going on in your world is reinforcing the chatter in your mind. You just kind of looping on what's going on. That's how you're going to stop the loop, all right? And you say, yeah, you're having a hard time. Well, yeah, it's your focus. It's your focus. It's your focus. Get very clear on your focus. All right. But we're going to, this month, going back into this month, Jack of Spades. This is a month of the Pluto card as an Ace of Diamonds. That means a Pluto card of an Ace of Diamonds and an Ace of Hearts, Neptune. That means be ready and open for renewal and change. Be open. Be open for change. I'm not saying it's gonna happen for everybody, because Pluto is what happens further kind of down and later on down the line, towards the end of the month. Possible uncomfortable shifts in society. That's kind of what I'm getting. Let's bookmark this right now. We're in March 2nd. As we get close to April, we're in for some kind of, I don't know if the shift is cultural or something. It's going to be a little bit rough. Four of Spades, Mars, flexibility. All right, Samurai show as, how does July 13th, let me put in July 13th. How does July 13th, 07-13, that is a Two of Diamonds. Let me put up here, let me see here. Let's see, relationship, Two of Diamonds. And this is going to be the last question. Book your readings right now, breakthroughcards.com, y'all. Breakthroughcards.com. Book your readings. You don't know if you get a 30-minute reading is good. You don't have to always get a full hour. But a 30-minute reading is good. It'll get you can get a lot done in a 30-minute reading. I promise y'all. You can get a lot done. So if you feel like, I know an hour is the most comprehensive, but if you just want to get something done, a 30-minute reading works too. 10 of Diamonds. A Two of Diamonds. How does a Two of Diamonds handle conflict with a 10 of Diamonds? Well, your combination card is a Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts. Okay, so the communication card is a 10 of Clubs. You minimize conflict by that relationship. You got two headstrong people who always think that they right and who are probably fairly sensitive to being told that they wrong. You have to be willing to just be quiet and not overly go there with the other person. You gotta, in other words, let me see, male King of Spades, the male card, the woman's Eight of Diamonds. Whoever the woman is in the relationship, you gotta reinforce the feminine side. Reinforce physical attributes with positive. Be positive. You can't. Whoever the woman is, you can't browbeat them. You cannot browbeat them. You gotta compliment them, and you gotta give them bad news and a shit sandwich. Good news, bad news, good news. That's how you gotta give them conflict. And whoever the male is in that dynamic, they gotta they gotta always feel needed and wanted, and the male in that dynamic has to not be the know-it-all all the goddamn time. Don't be a know-it-all. Learn how to relax, and so that'll help. So hopefully that worked. Nigga, Mirror Lasher, this nigga funny, dog. He said, I don't know this shit yet. These niggas are stupid. But how to avoid self-doubt? You can't avoid self-doubt. You just got to think about something else. You're always going to have self-doubt. All right? It's going to be there. You're just going to have to, when it comes up, knock it out the way and do it anyway. You just can't let self-doubt stop your actions. You don't want to get in this thing where you're just getting in this circular fight all the time. You ain't got to fight all the time. When the self-doubt comes, do it anyway. That's how you handle self-doubt. Do it anyway. All right. I want to thank y'all for kicking it with me. Tomorrow we have the first edition of my 100 years of recorded Black American music history course starting. Register right now, DewanB.com/courses. I have like 4 more seats open. Got like 4 more seats open. So hit me up. Go to DewanB.com/courses. Be a part of the first class. And if you listen to this later and you can't make the first class, we're still going to record it and send it to you. And hop on with us the next class, all right? Peace. Thank y'all for listening. Remember, there are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. I'm out.